So, Street Fighter League Japan sent out a notice saying uploading footage from the live broadcast of Street Fighter League Pro Japan 2025 or CFN replay footage of matches, which is kind of crazy, from Street Fighter 6 is prohibited. Co-streaming of the tournament's live broadcast is generally prohibited. However, watch party streams that do not use video or audio from the live broadcast can be conducted without prior approval. Regarding the co-streaming, you can only stream the timer. And they even use the template. You may also create video content using archived footage from your own watch party. However, tournament footage may not be used in such video. And now they are very specific about watch party streaming or co-streaming, right? So this doesn't mean that you can't analyze or whatever, right? As far as I understand it, especially because analysis kind of gets into fair use and all that other fun stuff. So, uploading without permission any footage from the official broadcast of Street Fighter League Pro Japan 2025, herein referred to as the tournament, or any CFN replay footage of matches held in Street Fighter 6 during the tournament, hereinafter referred as tournament footage, is strictly prohibited. Uploading videos that use any part of the tournament footage, including images, music, voice, screenshots, etc., without permission is also prohibited. In addition, we do not accept inquiries or application regarding permission to use tournament footage from third parties who are not involved in Street Fighter League. This says that we can't stream Street Fighter League Japan. However, we found a way to do it. I found a way to do it, and we're going to do it by godly. However, before we do, like I said earlier, we're not going to do it alone. We're not going to do it alone. And in order to help us, I've enlisted the help of some people. Victrix announced their new controller out at EVO, and they gave people a chance to play. And unfortunately, they left an amazing email inviting us into the booth to come check out the new stuff that I did not see. So I wrote them back afterwards. I was like, hey, this wound up in my spam folders. This sucks. Is there any way we can still do something together? And the person running the email went, oh, yeah, sure. Let me just send you it. So they sent me the controller, the Pro BFG Reloaded, for me to look at, review, and do whatever I want with it, as far as I understand it. They didn't really tell me, so this isn't like a sponsorship. This isn't an ad or anything. They just sent me this so that I can make content with it. So here we are. We're going to make content with it. And first, I'm going to unbox this shit. I'm going to start loading Street Fighter 6 because we're going to go watch Street Fighter League Japan stuff. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Since we now have the help of our friends from Victrix over here with this new controller, is since we can't show audio or video of Street Fighter League Japan, I'm going to reenact a match from Street Fighter League Japan in Street Fighter 6. Unfortunately, we don't have Saint Cola on here, because Saint Cola would be the other commentator, right? Unfortunately, we don't have Saint Cola. However, we do have Tasty Steve. Oh, I can't have Jeremy and Steve? Oh, shit. Well, that sucks. All right, well, we're going to have James Chen then.
I'm sure you're expecting a Chen reaction.
Chen reaction. Nice. We're going to get ourselves into the game here. So I'm going to recreate the second to last match of the day, which took place in the Pow Pow Cafe, and is Hikaru versus Takedo. So Hikaru, who was in Player 1, played Aki. And Takedo, who was in Player 2, played Ken. And look, this is not going to go very well, but it's still going to be fun. Alright? This is not going to go very well at all, but it's still probably going to be fun. So, here we go. This is Hikaru on the left playing Aki. Takedo on the right playing Ken. Alright, and I got to set up the viewing on this other side here. All right, and this is Takedo Hikari.
Fighters are ready to lay it all on the line. This is definitely gonna be a good one. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, so turns out Takedo started with light kick into drive rush.
My question is, which player will set the tone of the match first?
Shit, this is not going well. And then Aki did, and then Takedo got one of these, and then Aki fought her way out of the corner, and she did, and then jumped out, but then Takedo got one of these, and then he did no wait, it was the other one. No, it was it was the Jinrai, or not the Jinrai, I'm sorry, the other kick. Well, anyway, Takedo still won the first match. All right, here comes the second round, and Hikaru came in, did one of these, and did some drive rushing. And Takedo, while poisoned, was trying to fight his way back. Right, however, Hikaru then poisoned him again and got him on the knockdown with one of these. Drive rushed all the way to the corner. I gotta rewind a little bit. Did forward medium kick into a throw. And then Hikaru did another throw. And then all of a sudden, Takedo got the back throw and threw Hikaru in the corner. And Takedo was kind of poking with crouching medium kick. And Takedo went for a throw, but Hikaru jumped over, tried to get out of the corner. And then all of a sudden, Takedo also jumped out of the corner and got himself like the... And then he did Fierce into Jinrai. And then all of a sudden, Hikaru put himself in the corner by jumping in. And Takedo was trying to keep his pressure on. However, Hikaru did a jump Fierce and was able to get out of the corner. And Takedo, in all his wisdom, after getting thrown... Oh, wait. Oh, shit. That did not... Okay. Fuck. This is not how it went. Oh, no. Anyway, so Takedo, after taking a throw, was able to fight his way out of the corner, and he got himself into some of this stuff, and then Takedo did one of these, and then got the big super, and that was the end of the round. So I fucked up the very end, but that's okay, because Takedo won the first round, so we're gonna set it up for the rematch. All right, Takedo won the first round. I fucked it up a little bit, but you know. Can't wait to see Higuchi match to see if you can pull off the boom loops. I cannot. This is going a lot worse than I thought, but it's a lot more fun than I thought, too. All right, so we're going back into it. They hopped right back in. And Hikaru's throwing some fireballs. Shit. Hikaru's throwing some fireballs. And Takedo tried to come in with a drive parry, but it got interrupted by Hikaru, and Hikaru using... Wait, what is the... Oh, there we go. Okay, got it. All right, and then Takedo threw his way out of the corner, did a dash, goes for a throw into the corner, jab pressure, another throw, and Takedo was just throw looping him to death, doing jabs and a throw, and that's the end of the first round with Takedo taking round number 1. All right, and getting into round number 2, we have... Oh shit! Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull this off. Okay, so hold on. How? Okay. All right, let's see if I can do this. So Hikaru starts off with an EX Fireball, and Takedo... Ah, shit. Hold on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, but... So, Hikaru starts off with an EX Fireball. Takedo... Shit. I'm not going to be able to do that. But anyway, Takedo does a run into an EX DP. Under the Fireball. Right? And then Takedo goes for a throw. Into Hikaru. Does another throw. And Hikaru backdashes the other throw. Gets a knockdown. Puts Takedo in the corner. Wait, how do I do the... There we go. And then a big confirm here from Takedo going into... Or into Hikaru going into, like, the big poison damage. And then all of a sudden... That's the one. Okay, so Hikaru goes for one of these. And Takedo does a drive reversal. And Hikaru, meanwhile, hits Roundhouse and kills Takedo. That's actually how that ended. All right, hold on. Now I got to pause. Shit, I accidentally fast-forwarded. All right. And they're going into the final round of match number 2. This is Takedo up 1. And Hikaru... Hikaru trying to go for the EX. And Takedo getting a perfect parry. And Takedo does the combo where he does the side switch into the EX... EX this thing, and then he gets a big fierce into another Tatsu, goes for a throw, and meanwhile Hikaru escaping out of the corner. It was supposed to be with the dash. Wait, what's the dash here? There it is. He escapes out of the corner with the dash, and he somehow manages to activate level 3. There you go. So Takedo has to eat a level 3. And then from all the way over there, Hikaru's just still throwing fireballs. Takedo's trying to find his way in. Hikaru gets the big hit. And then all of a sudden, Takedo does a full level 3. It's supposed to be a level 3. Sorry, I did a level 2 by accident because I don't play Ken. All of a sudden, Takedo, who is in Burnout, by the way, and Hikaru's coming in trying to get him... trying to get him into the wall, and Hikaru is, Takedo is burnt out, so he couldn't do anything. Meanwhile, Hikaru comes in, gives him a big old 1-2, and that's it. Hikaru gets match number 2. Ooh, this is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Anyway, they immediately went for the rematch. So let's see what happens here. So they're walking back and forth, the two of them. Hikaru throws a fireball. Takedo parries the fireball. Meanwhile, Hikaru's doing a drive rush in. And all of a sudden, they're standing at about this range. Takedo does a throw into a drive rush into another throw. And then backs off. Meanwhile, Hikaru tries to throw another fireball. And Takedo parries it while Hikaru's trying to get in there. And meanwhile, Hikaru is doing a full Aki combo. One of these, and then he does, you know, all this other stuff. Hold on. And then, he does a bunch of these. There we go, some of this stuff. Does one of these. And then he gets to level 1. I didn't do the level 1 here, but Hikaru gets to level 1, and Hikaru gets round number 1 of game 3. And meanwhile, we're starting round 2. And they're both running back and forth. Once again, Hikaru throws a fireball that's parried by Takedo. He throws a fireball that's parried by Takedo, and Hikaru drive rushes in. Gets himself a little combo, and meanwhile, they somehow switch sides, and Takedo gets himself a big old drive rush combo. I think it was this, actually. Yeah, it was with a DP at the end there. Okay, so... Takedo once again dashes in, does a standing medium punch, goes for the throw, but Hikaru jumps out of the corner. And all of a sudden, then Hikaru gets himself a back... Oh, shit. Hikaru gets himself a back throw. And now, all of a sudden, they're back into neutral here. They're walking back and forth. Okay, what's kind of crazy... hold on. What's kind of crazy about this is that this is actually very similar to the round that we're in right now. With... The health bars are very similar. And the stage positioning is very similar. I'm kind of shocked by that. I just wanted to put that out there. Anyway, back to the match. So all of a sudden, Hikaru and Takedo are just walking back and forth again in neutral. Hikaru once again throws an EX Fireball. Whoop. That EX Fireball. And Takedo parries it. Meanwhile, Hikaru does a Drive Rush in. And he does, as Takedo's blocking, he does Drive Rush. Oh, shit. How am I going to do this? Drive Rush, crouching medium kick. I can't believe I did that. So he does crouching medium kick into a heavy, and this is all being blocked, so into the big mouth, but Takedo blocks it still. And meanwhile, Takedo, oh my god, Takedo does a crouching medium kick. Fuck. Takedo gets a crouching medium kick into Jinrai. He does it twice. Okay, hold on. Now I gotta catch up. Okay, Takedo ends it with a DI. Takedo ended it with a DI. So the round count is the same. Everything is the same. Once again, Hikaru tries to do one of these, and meanwhile Takedo blocks it. Takedo goes for a Drive Rush jab into a throw, except that actually works. And then he gets a running step. There we go. And he gets it into his level 2. Actually, he did level 2, I think. Oh, no, it was level 3, sorry. So he does it into level 3, so all of a sudden, Hikaru is in here. Takedo does EX Jinrai, except he does the full follow-up. Meanwhile, Hikaru finally gets some of this stuff, and he gets a big crouching fierce into the Aki. There we go. He gets the big level 3 for Aki. And wait a minute, is that gonna kill? Oh, shit. Fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so good news is that the results were the same. So Hikaru was able to chip Takedo out after getting that level 3. And he, like, put himself into burnout so that he could actually, like, finally get the chip out and get the game over Takedo. So this is game number 2 going for, or this is game number 2 for Hikaru in game 3. So now we're going to go into game 4. Oh, shit. Maybe we're not going into game 4. Okay, so Takedo's taking a little break. Takedo's just staring at the screen. He's thinking. He's talking with his team. Okay. He's nodding. Okay. Hikaru's just sitting there waiting. Okay, I'm going to fast forward a little bit so we can get to... Oh, shit. Here we go. Okay, here we are. All right, we're back in. We're back in. So Takedo gets the full target combo and then gets a big throw to put Hikaru in the corner. Does another drive rush into another throw. Does a jump into one of these. And then does another drive rush into a standing medium punch. Does a bunch of jab pressure. Meanwhile, Hikaru tries to dash in, but Takedo's just jab pressuring him into death. And while that's not a perfect for Takedo... Wait, was it a perfect for Takedo? Oh my god, it was a perfect for Takedo. What the fuck? How did that happen? Okay. Well, anyway, Takedo getting a complete perfect. Meanwhile, we're back here again in neutral. This time, Hikaru just going in with a crouching medium punch. I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally pressed the DI button. But anyway, Hikaru's just dashing in, trying to get some of this stuff. He gets one of these. Drive rush, getting a throw. Getting another one of these. Meanwhile, Takedo is just like pushing out. And then all of a sudden, Hikaru gets a big knockdown on the corner. But he switches sides, so then he does one of these. And then he gets the crouching medium kick into the heavy like snake thing, and he gets the round win, which is pretty crazy that this is actually going so similarly. And all of a sudden, Hikaru's just trying to get in there. Takedo's just blocking his ass off. And then Takedo tries to take his turn, tries to get some jab pressures on there, but doesn't quite get there. Takedo goes for a jump in. Takedo goes for a jump in, but Hikaru, in his infinite wisdom, whoops, god damn it. Oh no, it's crouching. Okay, so Takedo gets a jump in, but Hikaru gets the anti-air like that. And then Takedo goes for a drive rush into this thing and goes straight into the level 3. I didn't have level 3 for this game, but in the game they did, so Takedo gets a full level 3. And then Takedo once again goes into the Jinrai, and then he does Fierce into Jinrai again. He does Roundhouse, Fierce into Jinrai kick. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. And then Hikaru does one of these to get out of the corner, but meanwhile Takedo just does shit, what's Jinrai? God damn it. There we go. There we go. That's how that ended. Alright, so it's 2-2. It's 2-2. Takedo Hikaru, 2-2. And what's crazy is Takedo is making the adjustment of trying to lock Hikaru down, and Hikaru is trying to be as slippery as he can with Haki, but it's just not working out for him. So, at this point, Hikaru is now talking with his team, trying to figure out how to improve from here, what to change, taking some advice. Takedo's taking himself a sip of water. I need a sip of water. Ah. All right. Takedo did one of these. Hikaru is adjusting his headphones. Sinkola and Vicious are speaking to each other. They're commentating this. They're still waiting. I'm fast forwarding. This is taking a while. This is taking a while. I'm fast forwarding this. It's still taking a while. It's still taking a while. Okay, they finally rematch. All right, and yeah, Hikaru starts with a fierce. Oops, Hikaru starts with a fierce. It doesn't actually hit, but Takedo gets a big DP. And then he goes into one of these. And Takedo goes into the Jinrai kicks. And then he gets himself a giant medium punch. Crouching medium punch into a Tatsu. And Hikaru's trying to fight his way out with an EX Fireball. And Takedo's poison. Hikaru's trying to fight his way out, but Takedo gets himself a big ol' EX Jinrai kick. And that's the end of Hikaru there. Oh my god, my brain kind of hurts. So, round number 1 goes to Takedo, and here we go. This is round number 2. Hikaru goes for shit. It was crouching drive rush, crouching medium kick into one of these. And then all of a sudden it's in the corner. Takedo is just like wildly jumping out, and Hikaru's trying his best to keep Takedo in there, but Takedo just goes for a throw and then into another drive rush throw. And you know, he gets a couple jab things of pressure, and then he does another drive rush throw. And meanwhile, Hikaru's just trying so hard to fight his way out, and Takedo gets the big crouching fierce into heavy Tatsu, getting Hikaru in the corner. And Takedo gets the big... God damn it. Takedo gets the big finish with a level 3, but I didn't have level 3 in this one. So that is the match of Hikaru versus Takedo, with Takedo taking the big win over Hikaru. 3-2. Very close, but Takedo was just able to steamroll Hikaru towards the end there. Ah, fuck. I'm tired. I'm tired. Oh, shit. But that's Takedo Hikaru. And Takedo, you were rooting for Hikaru? Honestly, me too. But Takedo was able to squeeze that out. He was able to kind of lock Hikaru down. Hikaru wasn't able to kind of get out of that pressure. And even when Hikaru got Takedo into the corner, Takedo was able to get out either by neutral jumping over throws or by baiting something out. Takedo also did a really good job of baiting out fireballs and doing like on reaction, like run into EXDP under a lot of fireballs. which is very, very interesting and super, super duper cool. Hikaru, not a slacker at all. Like, he made Takedo pay for so much. That's why he was able to win 2 games, right? It was 3-2. But Hikaru was able to keep Takedo in check with a lot of stuff, but it just got to a point where Takedo was just overwhelming Hikaru and not letting him play, essentially, with all of those drive rush throws and everything. And he was able to get out of the corner very easily, too. Should have used the Aki swimsuit costume. Yeah, he didn't use it. Wait, did he use the Aki swimsuit costume? Let me see here. Why can't I find the match? Where did it go? Oh. He did use the Aki swimsuit costume. I don't have it, but they do. Yeah, he used the Aki swimsuit costume. But anyway, that's our match of SFL. Do you? All right, straight up poll. Do you want to see another one? Do you want to see another SFL match?